Exodus Lending has touched the lives of hundreds of people that I've never met and never will meet.
As it's become an organization, it's just so clear that participants are the heart of what makes Exodus Lending happen, and that folks are really treated with dignity and respect.
I think Exodus Lending is going to help win the fight against predatory payday lending in Minnesota, and then use the creative energy that exists in the staff and the board to pivot to the next thing.
My name is Brelje, and I'm one of the founders of Exodus Lending.
I'm Allison Johnson Heist, and I am one of the founders of Exodus Lending.
My name is Meghan Olsen Biebighauser, and I am one of the founders of Exodus Lending.
We are members at Holy Trinity Lutheran Church, which is in the Longfellow neighborhood of South Minneapolis, and it came to our attention of our faith community that a payday lender had opened around the block. And so we started educating our fellow congregants about what payday lending is, the exorbitant interest rates, the immoral business practices, and people really got agitated that something had to be done.
As the congregation of Holy Trinity owned this issue and the response to it, two paths formed.
There was interest in the congregation around, can we provide an alternative while also pushing against the system?
The original plan had been just to offer direct loans to people for small dollar amounts.
At one point, our goal was to just shut down that storefront. That was as far as we were thinking.
I think we looked at every possible model out there and really didn't want to become a bank.
We sat down to say, okay, what do we really want to do here? What we really want to do is get people out of the trap. And we also knew that there needed to be a more aggressive way to tell the stories of what was happening to people who were trapped in payday lending.
But also calling up the system and saying this shouldn't even be happening.
And so we decided that we would refinance people out of their payday loans.
As an organizer, I love that Exodus Lending is a direct service model that feeds so clearly and smoothly into a social change efforts. That's not true of every direct service model, that it's so invested in changing the structures that cause the problem.
We found out that a lot of people in our congregation live paycheck to paycheck.
I myself was a victim of payday lending and was trapped in it for several years. And paid thousands of dollars worth of fees. And I hadn't told anybody about that until Holy Trinity started organizing on the issue.
When we were choosing a name for Exodus Lending, and we landed on Exodus because we loved the image of people coming together to move from entrapment into freedom. So this constant movement towards freedom, which is the root of all of our justice work, always. Exodus Lending embodies that so well, as we hear over and over again from participants who have talked about how their lives have been transformed.
I hope you'll join us in making a contribution to Exodus Lending. It's a really important service in our community and is a way to be a part of something bigger than yourself and stand up for what's right for your neighbor. Thanks.